Hi, my name is Vince.
Hi everyone, I'm Lena.
And we're both Samuel Leeds Academy members. And today we're going to show you around our 2-bed investment property in Tooting, South London. It was on for 415, but we managed to negotiate that down to 400,000. But the refurb ended up being 74,000 and total project cost was around £523,000. We got 3 different agents tell us it's from 600 to 650. So with that valuation, we're going on the market this week for 630K. That gives us a profit of £107,000.
Now we'll show you the front of the house. So as you can see, we're trying to keep with the heritage and add all the features as the original houses had. So you'll see we've built all the new fences, we've added coping stones, and as you can see, the front patio, we've added new Victorian tiles.
All right, so now we'll show you inside the house. So we found this property on Rightmove. I did a very rookie approach of how to approach it. I looked at every single 1-bed flat in London. So that was, I think, over 20,000 flats I looked at. So this one, funnily enough, this was a property that was brought to us by one of the agents I happened to speak to for a different property. So this used to be the living room. As we opened up the kitchen, like we'll show you, and made that kitchen living space, we were able to save this as a new bedroom. For this flooring that we've got here, like quite a unique herringbone carpet. So for this carpet, for both bedrooms, it's around £500. We've got paneling everywhere. We've got the nice luxury coving everywhere as well. The ask was 415K. Managed to negotiate it down. Funnily enough, whilst we were on a holiday retreat, I was actually just in the pool, and then obviously I saw the phone call and I recognized the number.
He had to jump out of the pool, answer the phone, and then negotiate with the agents, and then eventually get the offer agreed.
And it shows the freedom with property, you know. You can be away and still complete on deal. Now we'll take you into the 2nd bedroom. This is a really nice open space. You've got the window there, which brings in so much daylight.
With the curtains in green, with a nice blanket, the bed is green. So we were going for kind of more earthy and natural environment in here.
One great thing we're able to do as well from the education from Samuel, we're actually able to use one of the stamp duty exemptions. So that saved us a lot in terms of the purchase price. I think that would have been around £20,000 we managed to save on that. That's why we were able to get an edge and really put our offer forward and essentially managed to get the offer accepted. This was previously the box room. They were trying to pass it as a 2nd bedroom, but I don't think it was really up to the standard we wanted. For this flat, we're turning a 1-bedroom flat into a 2-bedroom flat. So to do this, what we've done is actually move the bathroom into what was actually the box room before. And then that allowed us to open up the space so that we can make it a kitchen living space. And that allowed us to make the front reception into a bedroom, because there was a nice large front reception. And now we ended up having 2 large bedrooms. So it really helped push the valuation quite a lot.
We wanted to make sure the toilet is nicely spaced out. You have a good vanity with a decent storage, and the shower feels really luxurious, almost like you're on holiday in a 5-star hotel. You'll see the shower, you think it's £1,000, but actually I found it on Amazon. It was less than £100 in total. So just to move on to the kitchen, as you can see, we really went out with all marble worktops, splashback, and also you see the waterfall feature here, because we really wanted to make the kitchen stand out. So whoever comes in just wows when they see it.
So this is a really luxury kitchen from Magnet, but we have a great relationship with them. And just working with them on our interior design projects, we are able to get amazing discounts. So we got about 70% discount off this kitchen. Only costed about £2,000 for this kitchen. So we managed to exchange on this property in August. It took some time to get a builder on board, so we spent probably most of September trying to get someone on board. So once we got the builder on board, then they started the works. The original timeline was supposed to be 2.5 months. So they started, everything was going really well. Around Christmas time, they just stopped showing up. By the time we got a new builder and everything was kind of getting resolved and we're gaining momentum again, it was mid-Feb. So now we've come to the end of the project and it's taken 9 months. You can plan so much, things do go wrong.
I think they always go wrong. You just need to manage them, stay calm, and just always have a backup plan.
The biggest change really is there was an old rusty L-shaped kitchen. We decided to knock that down, wrap the kitchen around on the right side because this allowed us to put in a sofa. One other big change we had was the chimney breast here. We decided not to knock the chimney breast down completely. What we did instead was a bit more creative. We were able to make it just a bit more narrow, make it less deep, and we managed to put this space in there as well, so you can use that. So the profit for here is going to be £107,000. And if you think about it, that's more than most people working in London's annual salary.
So that shows you what property can do for you.
And we've been doing this part-time. We've still got full-time jobs because there's no need for us to be here hands-on.
As you can see, the garden looks amazing now, but actually when we got the property, it was looking completely opposite. So all the fence was broken on this side and at the back. So we kept the fence, but we came up with the smart solution to install some black fabric at the back of the existing fence and buy these timber battens.
A lot of people are put off about investing in London, but the 1 to 2 bed flat conversion strategy works really well here. You just need to find a property that's run down and in a great location. That's the critical bit. This flat is in Tooting, southwest London. And if you check the sold to for sale ratio, they're selling quickly and they're paying over £800,000. In Balham, Clapham, I was looking at this earlier, they're over £1 million.
So essentially our house is a bargain for them.
We're both the same, really.
Yeah.
We wanted to climb up the corporate ladder, the traditional method, buy buy-to-let properties, wait a couple of 5-10 years, save again, buy another one. We just didn't have the education. So after we went to crash courses, we started to educate ourselves a bit more on property. We were like, let's not rush to get any property just for the sake of getting a property. That has allowed us to kind of develop into interior designers, property investors, and has really helped us develop our footing in this industry. We've made mistakes, even with education, but the mistakes we avoided due to the education are a lot more and are a lot more financially significant.
The patio we created here, so there was nothing before. It was just some old concrete. We added some new grass here. We added all the new lighting, which also is 3-stage lighting. So this way people can control the zoning. If they want to have a little dinner outside, they can switch one light or they can have all the lights on.
So I've been on the Samuel Leeds Academy now for quite some time, and just being in that environment with people who are winning, it really helps you push yourself and see what's possible. Sometimes you'll have a glass ceiling on you, and it just kind of makes you realize, well, actually you can do more than you think. And also having Samuel and the masterminds, and especially Samuel's energy. Sometimes you have those days where you're just kind of feeling a bit low, but you get the Samuel's energy and it just drives you to take action. So I think that's been something that's been really critical, being on the academy, having Samuel, having the mentors, having that access to so much knowledge as well, has been so beneficial to us. So I helped found the Canary Wharf Inner Circle. Hi, we're just here at the Canary Wharf Inner Circle today. This is an event for building relationships, building networks, building partnerships. It's just great for the property investment journey. It's always a full house. Everyone's ready to connect. Everyone's ready to build those relationships. And it's an event to not be missed. You have a guest speaker who's a specialist in a certain topic. So it's an opportunity to learn from a specialist in certain areas. So that's been a great way to develop myself and also give value to other people in the academy. That's something I'll definitely recommend. Feel free to reach out to me on Instagram directly. I'll be happy to help invite you and bring you along as a guest and introduce you to the great atmosphere we have. So for anyone looking to get into property, really, I would say it's an amazing industry to be in. I would really recommend first, educate yourself a bit. A lot of people lose money because they rush into things. We've fallen into that mistake as well, where we almost invested in something that wasn't worth it. But because we had the right education, people like Samuel, and having mentors, that allows you to make the educated step.
You know, when you think of that investment in education versus how much you make from a property project, like for example ours, investing into the academy is less than 10% from what we're earning from this project.
Thanks, Samuel, for all the help so far. We were always drawn to you from the beginning. Your videos just had that energy where it pushed us to take that step. Thanks, Samuel.